this is Amy. Thanks so much for stopping by. Today I'm going to show you a couple versions of palm trees that you could paint. I will be using linen, burnt umber, thicket, wicker white, and these are all folk art paints. The first four are multi-surface, and then I'm going to throw in an enamel, which is sunflower. I will be using two flat brushes that are number 12s. These are plaid brushes. These are actually one-stroke brushes. And then I'm going to be using a number 8, which is also a plaid flat brush, one-stroke brush as well. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started. On the first palm tree, not pine, to make sure I'm saying it right. Sorry if I said it wrong. We are going to be triple loading using the burnt umber, the linen, and the wicker white. Alright, so I'm going to get started by putting my brush down at the bottom. I'm going to be putting out all the bristles, turning it a little bit, and then pulling up on it. And then I'm going to keep doing that until I get it where I want it to be. And I'm going to try to do this where I want to try to get as rounded of an edge as I can so that you can see, just see the oh, I don't want to say dimension, but see the texture of it. So I'm pressing it down, moving it a little bit, and then pulling up. And keep in mind, it's okay if it's not perfectly smooth because you are talking about a palm tree, which is very rough. I'm trying to pull this out here and pull it up. And then come back and do it again. And then lift it, pull it up. Alright, just keep doing this. And I'm kind of having it lean a little bit, going that direction to the right, just to give it a little curve. Now you don't have to if you don't want to. I like to have my palm trees leaning a little bit, not too much. I don't have to lean completely over, but lean slightly. Again, this is my version. If you do yours a little bit differently, that's fine. Alright, so we have that one. Let's go over here and begin on the next one. The next one, this one we went bottom to top. The next one we're going to actually do it the opposite, and we're going to start at the top. And on this one, we're doing the top I'm just doing it kind of tilted again, and I'm just wiggling it, trying to keep it small. Whoops. And then I'm going to keep the next one kind of small too, right underneath it. And then just keep building as you go down. Now, like I said, there are a lot of different types of palm trees. I keep wanting to say pine trees. Sorry if I do that. I'm actually doing palm trees. So if I mix them up, that's what I mean. There are short ones, there's tall ones. I was just out in San Diego and saw some really, really tall ones. I mean, they were tall and skinny. I mean, really tall. I'm not sure that I've really ever seen palm trees so tall. It's kind of weird. But anyways, and then they had just, a little bit of palm fronds at the top. Nothing too much, just very slight. But it was just really weird how tall they were. Now I can't put that on the wrong side. So now I'm loading my brush and putting the burnt umber on one side, and then the linen and the wicker white on the opposite side together. Alright, so we're almost complete with this trunk. So what I'm going to do here at the bottom, make it just slightly bigger, but I want to make sure that I'm hitting the bottom so that it's flat, if you see what I mean here. Alright, so the next thing we're going to do is start putting in the green. Now you can do green and yellow. I personally like to do different shades of green, but for the purpose of this video I'm going to do with a little bit of yellow. So I'm just going to actually, first thing I'm doing is getting in the branches that I'm going to be painting on. Keep in mind too, when you're doing it on paper, it doesn't flow as easily as it would on another surface like glass, so you may need to add some flow medium to help it with the flowing of it. Now this next one is going to have different kind of fronds. I'm trying not to make them too long because one of my samples that I just did, I felt like I had them way too long, so it seemed like they were up in the air way away from the palm tree. So with this first palm frond that we're doing, we're going to start at the top and we're going to actually be pulling away from the branch. If you go the opposite direction, you're going to get a totally different look on your, the leaves are going to be totally different looking. So you want to make sure that you're actually pulling away from the stem or the branch, however you want to look at it. And just going like that, just doing on my chisel edge, and you can, make your needles or whatnot, leaves, whatever you want to refer to them as, go up and cross over. They don't have to just be straight, up and down. They can cross over, fill in, however you want to do them. This is the type I typically would paint when I'm painting palm trees. And I actually have a tendency to do this upside down. I don't know why. I don't know if that's just because I'm dyslexic. Oops, I started that wrong. I have this tendency of wanting to start at the bottom, at the base. And with these, you're supposed to start at the tip. Sorry about that. Never fails. A barking dog. My other dog starts barking, so the one that's down here with me decides she's got to start barking too, even though she doesn't even see what she's barking at. And if you're someone that paints palm trees, you would want to give me a comment down below if this is typically how you paint them. If you'd like to share a picture of your painting, please see my page website listed below in the I don't know, it's not comment section, where I actually do writing below the video. Like this has too much yellow in it, so I'm going to turn it around a little bit. But you can intermix it, turn your brush. I'm doing it. See, this is what I didn't mean to do. See, this is what I'm saying. See how different these are? That's not how I'm supposed to be doing it. So let's correct that. So I'm thinking that looks different. Why is that looking odd? It's because I'm going the wrong way again. Dagnabbit. Hey, it happens, right? It's all on a good day of painting. Now on this one I feel like I'm not getting enough yellow, so I want to make sure I'm getting yellow in this, but not too much. But you can, play with your brush, get it in to where you've got different size petals going on. And you can actually go down one side if you want to do like this. I kind of like to go a little bit at a time, kind of together as I'm going, and just switch back and forth from one side to the other. But you can do it either way. It's really whatever you're comfortable with and what you're used to doing. But I think palm trees are so pretty. Very, very pretty, especially where I live we don't see them. And it's kind of nice when you go someplace and you do get to see them a little bit. And see, I'm overlapping on here, which is fine, into the next one. And the palm fronds that's next to it. I mean, you can go like this, crossing in, crossing down. I'm sorry if you're hearing my husband, he's upstairs coughing. Alright. It's not the quickest, I'm going to do it again. See, if you go like this, you can go all the way down. And then go like this, all the way back up. Yeah, kind of doing it backwards again. Like I said, when you're painting something, however you are comfortable with doing it, by all means, do it in that manner. Because it really doesn't matter. I mean, if you're doing it at the top, the bottom, as long as you're pulling it away from the tree or the branch, that's the main thing. Because as I showed you, you get two different looking strokes when you do it the opposite direction. When you're pulling it towards it. It's more of a rounded shape at the tip of it, I think, is the difference there. And I like to just bring these out and just kind of alright, do it like that. So there you have it. I mean, you can bring some down, you know, over this if you want, the top of it, fill that in a little bit more, whatever you're comfortable with. Again, I love these. I love to paint them. I think they're so pretty. Alright, so then the next one I'm going to go with just a little bit different brush, or not different, but smaller brush, because of the type of petals that are on it. And these are basically going to be starting on your chisel edge and pulling up like that. And hopefully I'm on here. You're pulling up, slide them up, like that. And then the same thing goes here. You're going to be pulling them up, flatten it out, pull it up, pull it up, pull it up. Go like that. And it's just at the very tip of the branch. Next time you go someplace that has palm trees, you know, pay attention, take notice of the type of palm trees there really are. I mean, there's just such a variation just around each other. I mean, you don't even have to go very far. They can all be right there and be different in the same setting. You can do some that are up. I'm doing that the opposite direction again. But you can do some that are closer down in here. I think you get the gist of what I'm doing though, with doing it this way. You put more yellow if you want. And just go like that. Say pretty neat. Pretty neat. This reminds me of a happy, now I'm doing it the wrong way, a happy palm tree. I don't know why. I don't know why I say that. Yeah, see how pretty that is? Like I said, you can do a branch in here, maybe, I could even do it right now. Just pull it in here if I wanted to. Oops, I'm doing the wrong direction again. If you want to make it feel like there's filling in a little bit more so it's not all straggly, if that makes sense. I could just do a little one in here and then paint it just so it's filled in more, like it's not so blank looking, if that makes sense. And then do that. And like I said, if you wanted to do some grass growing up at the bottom, you can do that as well. And just to show you a couple other, I'm not going to do the palm trees, but a couple other things that you could do as far as the palm fronds. There's one where you go like this, and then you can pull the first down into the stem, and then just pull them over to the stem like that. I'm going to get some more green on here. And of course get up to the stem itself. I don't know why I'm afraid to do that. But then you just pull it over to the stem. And then just keep going. And you keep the colors going the same direction. Like with this one, I've got the dark on the bottom. And then you want to make sure that they're all going that way. And not switching it. Like I said, you can see where doing it on the paper it's dry. But you're just basically doing a stroke. Just a simple pull over to that branch. And then go back the same way and do it on the other side. But like I said, you gotta make sure you get to the stem. I don't know why. I feel like I'm afraid to get to the stem for some reason. But I'm really not. And you're pulling in to the stem on this one. I think my favorite is that one. What's your favorite? Yeah, just let me know down below what your favorite on the paint is. Yeah, this one looks a little odd, I think, but I think in context when you would see it, how it would be used, it would make sense. But anyhow, there you go. If you want to make this more pointed, you can do that as well. You can actually pull it out this way probably and make it more pointed, and then do the rest pulling in like that. And if you want to do your stem again, just to keep them separated, you can pull it back up through there, which is fine. And you can do where some of these are a little shorter and some of them would come out further when you're doing it, but it's just a little variation that you can do. And then some of them too have the thing where it's thin and then it booms out and then you pick it back up. I don't know if you've seen those either. Kind of goes along with this one where it doesn't have the brown base, but it has more of the greenery. So you could just do thin, thick, and pull it up. Very easy, very easy. Alright, that's all I'm going to do for now. If you're new to my channel, make sure that you subscribe, hit the notification bell, and then give me a big thumbs up if you like this video. If you would kindly share this video with your family and friends on your social network, I would certainly appreciate that. Just hit that share button that's underneath the video, so it's very easy to do. And until the next video, I appreciate you stopping by. You have a good one.